Good morning. I'm going to Croatia today. It's literally a dream come true. Good morning. I went to a coffee shop and got a cappuccino, and I'm gonna go find a boulangerie and get a croissant. Good morning from Paris. These buildings are stunning, even on a cloudy day. Okay, I have to leave Paris. I went to the Latin Quarter for breakfast. Petit déjeuner classic breakfast, and it's orange juice, coffee, a croissant, and a baguette with jam and butter. It cracked me up. It was so good though. So now I'm just gonna take the metro back to my hotel, pack up, and head to Croatia. I'm so sad to be leaving Paris. I have to come back before I go back to the US.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy.
That was absolutely insane. I barely made it. Like, I have so much to tell you. I'll tell you in a minute. I made it to Croatia! Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now. I have been wanting to go to Croatia for so long, and I made it. I almost didn't make it, and I will tell you that story in a minute, but oh my gosh, I made it to Croatia, and I'm in the most beautiful Airbnb ever, right in downtown Zadar. And my host, her name's Sandra, is the sweetest lady. We just chatted forever. She is so warm and sweet and helpful, and said if I need absolutely anything that I can call her. And I am just so excited to explore this town and explore Croatia for the next 9 days. Wow, it's a dream come true. I'm gonna show you around my Airbnb. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a brief rundown of the crazy travel day that I had today. So my flight left from Paris, Beauvais, which is very far away from Paris. It's well over an hour drive. It's like an hour and 15-minute bus ride. However, I had to get to the bus station, which was like another 45 minutes away. Especially on like the Paris Underground. And so once I got back to my Airbnb, I realized that I had to be at the airport in like 30 minutes. I would definitely not be able to make it if I took the Paris Underground. So I got an Uber to the bus station. And then once I got to the bus station, I didn't know when the next bus was going to leave, but once it did leave, it was going to take about an hour and 15 minutes. It's literally hit or miss. I'm going to at least try to get there. I'm most likely going to miss it, but I've got to try. And then so I get on the bus, and we left at a time where I literally would get there and my gate would close in 5 minutes. If everything goes right, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna have 5 minutes before my gate closes, and I'm still gonna have to go through security. I had never been to this airport before. I've pretty much accepted at this point, as I'm about to arrive to the airport, that I'm gonna miss my flight. So I get to the airport and I try to run straight to security, but however, there is this line to get to the line to go to security. So they had to check your boarding pass before you could even get in the line to go to security. And that line was so long, it would take 30, 40 minutes to get through that line. So I just sort of cut everyone. Luckily, the guy scanning the boarding passes sees that my flight's gonna leave soon, so he lets me in. Then I have the line for security, which is going so slowly. It's past the time where the gate has closed, so I just don't know if I'm even gonna make it at all. then all of a sudden the security guys were like, Zadar, anyone going to Zadar? And I said, moi, I'm going to Zadar. So they let me go in to security first, but then my bags get stopped and they start going through my bags. And then all of a sudden I hear over the announcements, passenger Madison Smith to Zadar, we're calling you. You have to hurry to the gate as soon as possible because we have to close the gate. I hear it and they're checking my bags in security, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then I see this lady that works there. She says, Zadar, to all the people that are at security. And I say, moi. And she says, are you Madison Smith? This is all in French, by the way. She said, so I'm like, thank goodness that I could speak French, especially in a stressful situation like this. And I said, c'est moi, like I'm Madison Smith. And they said, you have to hurry to the gate. Like they're about to close it. And I was like, they're checking my stuff. And she's like, is this stuff yours? And she's like, okay, show me your boarding pass and your passport so we can do this. And then she's like, can you run to the gate? And I said, yes, I can run to the gate. And so basically they gave me back all my stuff. I shoved it in my bag and we both run to the gate and they let me in, and then they close the gates. And I literally said on the bus, it's going to be a miracle. There's gonna have to be a miracle for me to make this flight. And thankfully there was a miracle, and they waited for me and they helped me and I got on the plane. I can honestly not believe I'm getting on this plane right now. It was very crazy. That was definitely the closest I have ever come to missing a flight. So, moral of the story, if you are flying out of Paris Beauvais, BVA, then make sure you get there and you leave many hours in advance, or you will probably miss it. So my plan for Croatia, it could potentially change. However, a couple days in Zadar, I'm gonna go to Plitvice National Park, then I'm gonna go to Split, then I'm gonna go to Miljet, which is an island, and then Dubrovnik. And that's all I have planned for now. That could change, but sounds like a pretty fun, amazing Croatian itinerary to me.